Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2. Last episode, we took on the 4 SPG, a style that suits oneself, and helped Shino gather some advice to advance her craft, competing with Bamotti in a drink-making competition as the wandering bartender continued to grow. We then started the Riverside sweep with one of our story points awaiting. Car's in front of me again.
There sure are a lot of fish here.
So many fish.
Let's see what I can catch.
But nothing I need to catch, right? Unless the gold salmon was one. No, I've got the A already. Blue marining, forest gill, moon white. Oh, it's you guys. Hey there. Hey, what's up? You guys doing some night fishing? Well, actually, we've been training to capture this gigantic fish Carl saw the other day. Yeah, they both thought I'd made it up at first, but they only had to see it for themselves to become true believers. Now, if only we could figure out how to catch it. Well, keep at it, I guess. If anyone can do it, you guys can. Oh, you can be sure of that. After all, we're pro anglers. By the way, the weather's pretty good for fishing tonight, don't you think? Here. More deluxe dumplings. Thanks, appreciate it. To catch a large fish, you need a sturdy fishing rod and stable technique. I have the most experience out of the three of us, but I'm not so sure that'll be good enough. Wait, I can't lose confidence now. That fish is going to be mine for sure. No, it's mine. This might just be the rarest fish we ever catch. We still don't actually know what it looks like, though. All Carl saw was its shadow. But it's got to be massive, right? Oh, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be a real-life Mishi. Come to Calvard via water to slay
There sure are a lot of fish here.
the evil imposter and prove the Mishi fanatics right in the war. The never-ending war. I mean,
Hello,
we may as well check this out.
sweetheart.
There's more than one location for main quest stuff, so let's finish off Riverside. How is Kokona doing after the meet and greet? Cronin, you idiot! A signing event? Really? It's Pierre gives another sub, thank you very much. I'm so sorry, Miss Kokona. I could have sworn you'd already given it your go-ahead. And honestly, whether we like it or not, the truth's already making the rounds on the net. The editorial department's been absolutely flooded with fan mail. What? Oh goddess, can't we just wipe yesterday from everyone's memory? I'm not a miracle worker, you know?
Very well.
Alright, no biggie, Kokona. I mean, most of your fans are just harmless little kids, right? Nope, I can't do this. Cronin, I'm gonna need you to invent time travel stat. I didn't think she'd be so upset about this. I'm sure she would have had her big break without my help anyway. What should I do? And what can I do? Seriously, I can't apologize enough, Bamotti. There's really no need, Hal. You weren't yourself at the time. Besides, it gave me a chance to see that jamming code of yours in action. It was very impressive. Yeah, no kidding. Remind me to never get on her bad side. It's not like I did it on purpose. I was just in a bad spot, okay? Glad to see you're doing better, Hal. Welcome, man. Hey, everyone. Hey, Rosette, I heard about what happened. Seems like you two are feeling just fine, though. Yes, we apologize for causing any undue worry. Yeah, and I'm happy to see you're okay, too. Right, I'm sorry about today, you guys. I know I wasn't actually in control, but that still doesn't make what I did okay. Well, if it's any consolation, the performance you gave with that call was practically award-worthy. Yeah, don't worry about it. Isn't there something else you need to tell us anyway? Of course, thanks for waking me up. I'll try and make it up to you all by gathering more information about this memory rewrite thing. Seeing as I've been through it myself now, I should have more insight into the phenomenon. You're not the only one with a debt, Hal. We'll both be doing our best to repay you all. And I'll make double sure we find the bastard responsible for all this. Sounds good to me. See, I told you it will all work out, Hal.
Well...
This was the same kind of thing that happened to Heiaway in the Ikaruga, right? Damn, just what are they up to? Remember to keep your guard up, Van. I've got a feeling things are going to get really messy around here. I was only in the capital to gather information, but this incident was really eye-opening. I'll have to start my search all over now. Well, you can be sure to count on me, alright? Gotta pay back the favor after all. Wouldn't feel right if I didn't. Alright, Bermotti, give us your information. I'm glad to see Shino smiling again. I suppose I ought to brush up on my technique a little. I can't let her win our next competition after all. Anyway, I believe Hal should be alright for the moment. But to think her awareness could be overwritten like that. What happened yesterday was the same, right? How terrible. I'm glad everyone's okay. I was so worried for you two. Yeah, we're feeling much better now. We appreciate your concern. Of course, just make sure to take it easy tonight. I'll do everything I can to find more information tomorrow. Thanks. We'll be counting on you, Bermotti. Yeah, so the event of talking to those two was actually the event in there. It was the aftermath of our stuff. So, with that done, Riverside is now a sweep complete. I guess the only other spot we haven't done apart from the Seiden District at this point in time is the Tyrell District.
Off we go.
With its tons of people. Honestly, Kirk, I come to see you after finishing up my shift, and there you are, gloating away. There's nothing wrong with celebrating a victory, but that's no reason to trash talk the other side. I have to admit, though, I'm impressed at how good you've gotten at basketball. Drop it already, would you? I wasn't even rubbing it in that hard. Oh, I can't believe she got the jump on me, and on my way back from our match against the Tyrell crew, too. Still too cool to listen to your sister, huh? Forget it then. That's not what I came to talk about. Are you busy on the 12th next month? There's somewhere I wanted to take you. Sorry, Lucia, but I'm already booked for that day. My team's counting on me, you know. I can't just bail on them. I see, that's too bad. I was really hoping it could stir up some motivation in you. Maybe I should just go by myself. That way I can at least tell him about it. I get that Lucia and my dad are just trying to look out for me, but I've already thought things through. If they keep butting in, it'll throw me off my game. I really thought this could be a good opportunity for Kirk, but oh well. Still, he's definitely mellowed out, and it's not like this is the last chance he'll ever get. Maybe I should just take a step back and let him grow up at his own pace.
A story of blood-stained Earth, and of how a young band of...
Please, step on up.
There's a lot of people in here. You turned down a promotion. Why would you do such a thing? Well, it was a pretty high-paced job they were offering. I'd be establishing trade routes halfway across the continent. I figured maybe my leaving wouldn't be so harsh on you two if I could take you back to our homeland. But then you mentioned how you've gotten used to life in the Republic, so I thought it might be nice to spend time with my family instead. Darling, you did that for us, but doesn't that mean you'll be at a standstill in your company? I'm sure there'll be plenty more opportunities in the future, don't worry. But when it comes to time for family, I'll never let the chance pass me by again. So would you be willing to stay in the Republic with me? Of course, my love. Was there ever any doubt? Yay, I love spending time with you, Papa. Now the Republic will be even more fun. I worried that I wouldn't be able to acclimate to the Republic back when we first moved, but eventually I managed to settle in. Better yet, my husband will finally be living under the same roof with us again. Perhaps we have a Lucia to thanks for keeping our family together. Who'd have thought they'd be so happy about me turning down a promotion? I'm glad I did, though. If the two of them really have gotten used to life here, then maybe our good old days as a family aren't far behind. We're all gonna live together from now on, just like we did in El Same. Maybe now my daddy can take me to go see all the cool places there are in Calvard. April is almost upon us, the season of chance encounters and tearful goodbyes. Some students graduate while others are freshly enrolled. Either way, it tugs at the heartstrings. This time of year always reminds me of the value there is in interacting with those who visit my cafe. How much comfort have I been able to provide to those setting off on a new journey? How much will I be able to provide to those who've come to start one? My thoughts inevitably turn to such questions. When you run a cafe as long as I have, you can't help but develop a parental affection for the students and other regulars who stop by. I look after and support them in the best way I can by pouring my heart into granting them a moment of repose. I'm sure each of my predecessors cared for the customers of their days and ages in much the same way. You know, this applies to a lot of things. It may sound like grandstanding, but like these kind of thoughts come into things even when you're like a YouTuber, you know, like doing Let's Plays or streaming. It's that thought of like having built a little community and wanting to do right by them, etc. and stick around for them, etc. and provide a place of repose and comfort. No, it's just grandstanding. We're just egos.
Seek out never before
hey,
seen
Agnes.
treasures as the curtain unfolds.
Hi, sorry
on
I couldn't accept your invite.
The Adventures of Rockford. Golden Calamity.
What's that left
In
speaker?
theaters now.
I know this get-together was supposed to double as a school festival meeting. I see the girls split off into their own group. Well, duh, some things you just can't talk about when there's boys around. That was really in the loop when it comes to this kind of dirt. Dirt on what exactly?
3-point heat.
There, Sigourney.
Now
You'll catch up in no time. Anyway.
And soar above the court.
Everyone's
Blaze a trail for
finally
those who
settled
follow.
on what direction they're taking for their school festival events. I know it can't be easy to balance all this stuff with your part-time job. But the final stretch is coming up, and we're going to need all hands on deck to get through it. Right, I won't let you down.
The saga of Riverside.
Glad to hear I've got the student council's permission to go nosing around in people's business now. But don't worry, I promise I'll still make time to ask Aria for advice tonight. This is going to be so much fun. I was so sure the school festival would be out of my element back when Thelma convinced me to volunteer. It turned out to be a great experience though. I feel so accomplished already. And the event isn't even here yet.
For 100 days.
Don't talk about the event.
Now playing.
Between my indie movie and helping the student council, I've got a ton going on, but the light at the end of the tunnel is finally in sight. So tonight I'm going to eat, drink, and chat it up, then catch a late screening for the cherry on top. You've always got energy to spare, Shinon. There's still a lot left to hash out, but I won't stress as long as we know we're going with this. The final stretch is coming up, so make sure to get some rest in when you can, Agnes. Thanks, Odette. I'll try. Hey, Agnes. Hello, Albert. I see the boys split off into their own group. Hey, nothing wrong with spending some quality time with the guys once in a while, right? That's what being a teenager is about, after all. Ah, what they said. Being alone is fine, but having company does make the food taste better. Go. You will speak, Edmund. Pick one. Sorry about that. I'll catch you up on anything we discuss later. You just focus on your part-time job for now. I will. Thank you, Albert. Gotta say, though, Julian here's the man. What he did yesterday will stick with me for life. I mean, come on. Working with the CID to capture a terrorist cell at Z1 Grand Prix is straight up wild. Even I almost started getting hard eyes over him. Lala's the right of it. All work and no play, as they say. Yeah, this is a good opportunity for us guys to bond more. I'm a part of an event we're holding at the cafeteria. I've racked up a lot of experience doing food crawls, so guess I'll draw from that for the finishing touches. Both she's chosen. Kageyoshi! Give it to us. I came to see what Kageyoshi was meowing about. What should I find but an arrest in progress? What's more, the man they cuffed is a con artist the police had on their wanted list for ages now. I can't believe they just caught him. How did it even happen? Meow. Wait, don't tell me. Did you sense this coming all along? Oh, Kageyoshi, I knew you'd come through. You don't suppose this little guy really does have a sixth sense, do you? Maybe I should start putting him to use. Then, I mean, there's only so much excitement poring over pages can bring me. It's the brave new crime-fighting duo, Giselle and Kageyoshi, investigating near you.
Seek out never-before-seen treasures as the curtain unfolds on an all-new adventure.
I've already...
Only one person in the Tyrell news service today. It sounds like the political debate paid off in spades for Marielle. This is the field she's always been dying to cover, so her excitement was full to bursting before the event even started. But that was nothing compared to her afterward. You should have seen how eager she was to start on her article. No doubt it'll make for a great read. I can hardly wait to see it.
Very well.
I looked up the Tyrell News Service sign then. I'm like, that's actually a fair font. And I was just all of a sudden brought back to the flashbacks of the fonts on top of shops and that in Cold Steel. And like how they kind of didn't really care about that a little bit. The signage was terrible. Speaking of Marielle, she's out having a meal with an NGO member nearby. The environmental symposium was held at the same time as the debate, so she wanted to ask about it in order to add a variety of perspectives to her article. She's really coming to her own, huh? Dingo would be proud, I bet. I'm sure there's still some bad signage out there. Meow.
The story of blood-stained Earth, and of how a young band of soldiers managed to survive.
Right, let's go check on the arrest.
100 days. Now
I can't speak for anyone else, but it's my belief that the performing arts will diversify quite a bit moving forward. Both the models I work with and other forms of entertainment such as idols are sure to grow in fame and popularity. The question then is how to find the unpolished gems among the masses. No doubt it will require us to view people from a variety of angles. More so than we already do. Perhaps it's time I found some new inspiration and broadened my aesthetic perspective. Wait till they have all the live streams and all that. So there's like someone getting arrested over here, and these people are just like, woohoo! Damn it! If only the police weren't here. Well done, officers. Can't believe you managed to nab the guy without any backup. I mean, the guy completely changed his appearance too. None of the new details were even out yet. You guys are role models for sure. Anyway, you two go on ahead. We should be okay to deal with the rest, alright? It was sort of an accident though. Of course we were always on the lookout, but no way I can tell him the truth. I mean, who would have thought the suspect would be some guy at a matchmaking party?
I'd better get home soon.
Oh, don't be so modest, Karen. She's always been so adept at using her observational skills. Got a pretty good memory, too. She probably recognized the guy from an old wanted poster or something. Don't worry, I won't tell them you were focusing so hard on their faces because you wanted to know who was more handsome. Nancy, please. This group blind date was supposed to help me mentally reset, but what I got instead was a heroic escapade. I like it how you caught them, though. You either went to the mixer dressed as cops, or you redressed to be Copley after arresting the guy. Now my brain's stuck in work mode again. Wouldn't be surprised if it drove off all those hot guys, too. Bye, guys.
Very well.
The way Karen scrunched her face up before pouncing on that con ice was priceless. She was like a woman possessed. I haven't seen her like that in a long, long while. Too bad it scared most of the boys at the party out of their wits. I did hear somebody whisper about how cool she was, though. Wonder if Karen picked up on that. Hold up. Do you see that hunk getting arrested over there? That's a hunk, is it? That's the same guy who's been making bedroom eyes at me lately. It has to be. I overheard them calling him a scammer, but no way. Was he just marking me as his next target? This fling was dead out of the gate.
I've got some delicious ice.
She's got some delicious ice. Guess what? My new spring medley is selling even better than the winter convo did. Talk about the fruits of one's labor, huh? It just goes to show how popular seasonal ice creams can be. Obviously, I'll have to make summer and autumn ones to finish the set, but tackling other themes will be fun too. Cream? Not gonna finish the sentence?
I
Two.
hear that new movie is out of this world.
Care for some popcorn?
Don't get me wrong, it does my heart good to see Ispert's usual crowd coming and going like normal again. But these are die-hard regulars we're talking about. There's no way they wouldn't notice me whenever they visit, right? So why won't more of them buy any popcorn from me? I've been calling out to every familiar face on site. So you're bothering everyone and they're not responding to you because of that. Orion Films tends to put out quality works such as My Casablanca, which I watched yesterday. Robin the Lady Justice came from the same studio. What I like about both of them is that they hold to a consistent theme. Movies nowadays like to shoehorn in popular songs or love scenes that are wholly irrelevant to the main storyline. Orion Films, on the other hand, places its focus on the actual substance without any window dressing to distract from it. We're on a police chase! Get in the car! We gotta chase them down! Love scene commences.
We have merchandise for
Apparently, the
movie on sale at
collaborative
shop.
production between director Gotti of Vegas Films and director Lamb of Kowloon Pictures
Why
is
not
coming
buy a
along
souvenir
smoothly.
to remember your visit?
I'm told that much of it was shot in far-off locales. The sheer scope of the project compels me greatly. One can't forget that it also serves as part of a charity campaign for last year's tragedy at Cray Village. That alone should cement its place in cinematic history. I wish it the best of luck at the box office. Your mum's gone to Lou again or what?
Will soon begin.
Shay didn't scare me a bit. Really, it didn't. But as far as horror movies go, I'd rather pick the ones with shark monsters. I mean, come on, things with actual physical bodies feel way more believable than ghosts, you know? Ghosts are real. Shark monsters, less so?
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
Trying to think. I mean, there've been land sharks, right? Have
Why
there
not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
been? Have you seen Robin the Lady Justice from Orion Films? After various delays due to construction and such, we'll finally be screening it from today onward. The movie itself is a social problem drama centered around the shortcomings and injustices of the legal system.
Thank you for your visit
Judith Lanster
today.
plays the lead role beautifully too, despite it not fitting her usual style. It really is a breath of fresh air.
Showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Speaking of Judith Lanster, most probably know her best for playing flashier roles to suit her image. But her repertoire goes far beyond that. Take for instance the hard-boiled production Robin the Lady Justice, which she starred in. Then there's her performance as the melancholy heroine in Rainfall, which had an allure all on its own. Anybody who knows her from Golden Blood?
On sale at the shop.
or who only knows her from Golden Blood, should make an effort to see those two movies as well. I mean, haven't we already watched it? Oh wait, that movie's not out yet, is it? So is there a movie coming out that we can watch? No, we watched it. I thought we did. No new movies. No new movies forever. Oh, oops, sorry, I think I have the wrong person. No, you're very right, actually. I'm your new manager, and I plan on doing everything in my power to whip you into shape. Nice to meet you. You're joking, right? Right? Wait, does that mean you're the daughter of the company president my father's indebted to? What? Did you only just figure that out? I mean, we even passed each other a few times when you were still in that acting school. You really are thick-headed, huh? You should have said something. Anyway, having you as my manager... Oh, I think I'll... You're not getting away this time. Both our dads tasked me specifically with finding a cure for your lack of motivation. Oh, come on, there's no need to be so tense. We're going to make you an A-list celeb in no time. What does my life come to? By the way, none of this needs to change the relationship between you, San, and I. And if I hear you blab to her about all of this, so help me. Well, I trust we have an understanding. Right, Peter? Yeah, I get it. Just stop smiling like that already.
Have you heard the news?
Oh, I thought he was trying it on. I thought I was going to get a chat line. We're never allowed in Music Shop, brothers. This guy is always guarding it.
The Saga of Ravana.
Hey!
Return of the King. Now claimed.
Ah, finally a breather. It's been a long journey to get here, but now... Never seen you get so choked up before, Hermes. Well, if it isn't Ark riding crew, what can I say? Work's really had me going. But enough about me. I heard your morning was rather explosive, so to speak. Word on the back channels is that you locked horns with Marduk and the Kruger. That is correct. My deepest apologies for any distress that was caused. Van and them wouldn't have had to go through all of that if I had messed up so bad. Do you remember shooting me in the head? Is that a memory you'll always have now of murder? Can't blame you for being curious, but can you do us a favor and drop the subject? Sounds like quite a tale, but fine, I won't pry. Thanks. So what's up with you? Taking a break? That's right. I stopped to relax a bit after finishing up a big job. I'll be on the move again before long, though. Still have a few minor deliveries to make. I mean, you're busy, even at this late hour. Oh, it isn't so bad when you love what you do. Besides, I'm not the only one burning the midnight oil here. Couldn't begin to guess what you're after, but don't forget to take a break when you can. Sure thing. Gotta say, I'm curious to know what Hermes would consider a big job. I'm available for replacement furniture orders, by the way, now that your office is at Smithereens. If you need something couriered, just say the word. I'll even give you the customer loyalty discount. Fine by me. Of course, no, she didn't get rewinded in time, Fairy. Fairy was separate from it, I'm guessing. Entirely. So doesn't have the memories of killing me, just the memories of severely wanting to kill me. So it turns out the accident is... Oh no, they even forgot that kind of stuff, didn't they, in the end? But she knows it happened. She knows it... Well, how much does Fairy remember compared to, say, like, the first victims? So it turns out the accident at Z1 was a terrorist plot all along. Good thing Asda made it out alright. It's a wonder no one else was hurt. Yeah, that's what they say. The Tyrell Times did a whole piece about it. You pick up on a lot while you're out cycling, though. Right, Wendell? Don't suppose you heard any dirt about those terrorists being a cover-up story? Or heck, maybe you caught a glimpse of the real culprits out on the road. What do you think I am, a CID spy? Let me guess, those message boards have been filling your head with conspiracy theories, and now you're hoping I'll prove them right. You got me. Don't get me wrong, I genuinely am glad nobody was killed. Otherwise, I'd feel like a total jackass hyping up all these conspiracy theories. It's not just me either. People are more comfortable using things as gossip fodder when it isn't over someone else's grave. To be honest, I haven't been seeing nearly as many freak incidents as usual lately. Not that I mind. Keeping a healthy distance is what makes urban legends and rumors so compelling. I'd rather not run the risk of becoming one of the poor saps who gets caught up in them.
Thanks for stopping by.
Kunming still doesn't have the slightest idea what we go through. Then again, honest people like her are the ones we ought to protect most. It'll be a chore, but at the very least I'll pull the right strings to keep her fingers out of the wrong pies.
May I help you? Thank you.
Yo. Miss Mao, I'm a little out of the loop, but you said a new family startup in Longport, right? If so, then congratulations. Breathing some new life into the organization can only make it better, I'm sure. Coming, save that kind of talk for after business hours. Oops, sorry Miss Mao. The bits and pieces I heard this morning just had me curious. That's fine, but if you want to keep this job, you're going to need to learn some discretion. Still, that you would extend us well wishes over this speaks to a pure and innocent perspective I hadn't thought possible. That's one of your good points, Kunming. I'm not the least bit upset about it. We'll do all that we can to get back on the ball and keep kids like you safe. You kind of lost me there, but thanks, I think. If only she knew the things we go through. We've been taking a wait-and-see approach to things, hence why our recognition of the Lee family follows so closely after the Lu's family. The important thing is that Lees and the Lu's have finally worked out their differences. I hope for a fruitful relationship with the both of them. I'm not really in the know about Hayway, but they added a new family, right? Doesn't that make them bigger and better now? Sounds pretty congratulations worthy to me. Marielle and Toa. Good job today, Toa. I had to keep my eyes on the debate for a while, but we had a simulcast of the symposium going too. And honestly, I think your speech was met with the most applause I've ever seen. Well, thank you. I only hope we're able to come together on some of the solutions proposed. Oh, you guys made it. I'm so glad to see you're all safe. I'd heard there weren't any casualties, but I was still worried, you know. Me too, when Agnes didn't answer my calls. Sorry, I guess we were just too busy to notice. Well, as you can see, we're perfectly fine. Still kind of dealing with the aftermath, though. Anyway, weren't you two in the middle of something? That's an awfully obvious subject change. But yeah, I was just getting a few interviews with some members of the ICO. And she's been doing a wonderful job of it too. Of course, it doesn't hurt that she's so easy to talk to. I'll be sure to have all my students read your articles as soon as they're published. What do you think, Agnes? That sounds like a great idea. Would you mind telling me about what happened at your office later? I'll just end up digging into things myself anyway, so you might as well save me the time. I'm glad to see all of you safe and sound. I'll get in touch again once the reports from the symposium are ready. Oh, they're both stuck. Hey Chen, congrats on your article. Looks like you finally managed to break into Z1 reporting, huh? Sure took you a while. It's like it was yesterday you were complaining about being stuck writing listicles. Thanks, honestly I'm surprised you even noticed. Kinda figured you'd just ignore it or, you know, like you usually do. Oh well, it's not like I hate you or anything, I've just had a lot on my mind lately. But enough about that, you managed to capture one of the most defining news pieces of the year. No way I wouldn't at least praise you for it. I don't know how much credit I can take for that. I just happened to snap a picture the second it all went down. Besides, a car crash isn't exactly the sort of epic Z1 coverage I was hoping to get. Well, unlike last year, my brother can actually do the kind of work he likes now, so cheers to that. On a separate note, I wonder how Peter's holding up. He said he was meeting up with his manager tonight. Stumbling upon a freak incident by pure chance probably doesn't count for much. Still, maybe I really have been gaining some ground as a reporter. Hearing it from my sister just makes it feel more real, if that makes any sense. Right, we've nearly finished the Tyrell District. It's almost complete. Just one shop remains and we're moving on. We'll only have one more place to do. What did I come for again? The latest volume of that one novel? Wait, no, that's not it. My boss sent me to pick up some research material. How did that ever slip my mind? Oh, who am I fooling? It's obviously because of how often I visit the bookstore for fun these days. Now it's as though my brain blocks out all thoughts of work whenever I'm here. Maybe I've grown a bit too lax. You just like what you like? Yesterday's autograph signing event was a massive success. Sales practically went through the roof. The new fiscal year starts next month, so I plan to maintain this momentum and keep the store going strong. This might be a good time to scope out potential collaborations and pin down opportune fair dates. I should look into setting up an online mail order service as well. So much to think about, so little time. Still, drafting up plans like these is what I love doing most.
Oh, please take as much time as you need.
Actress directory for Leon.
I hope to see you again.
So, what's next on the agenda?
And here I thought you had poor taste.
But he's 10 away. We need something that does 10 for Leon. who we like a bit now because he understands Van a bit more now. Job done anyway. Lots of places we can't visit today. We visited everywhere except the Seiden District, which is a
Let's be
smaller
on our
half
way.
sweep. Our last sweepy story area of this night in Edith. Surely nothing can happen tonight. I still can't believe what happened at yesterday's race. Well, at least Aslan didn't get too hurt. What those terrorists did is unforgivable. Now that I think about it though, I wonder if they'll reschedule the race. I mean, the winner's still undecided, right? I want to know who beats who. Right, so the hotel, isn't it? The marker. So that terrorist attack at Z1 yesterday, I wasn't actually involved in patrolling the area at the time. But still, it's frustrating to know I did nothing to stop it. I mean, with a police force. Well, at least no one died, and the CID was even able to capture everyone responsible. The fact remains, though, that we were unable to fulfill our duty. Now, we had to leave it to the CID. I feel so powerless. I still can't believe there was a terrorist threat at yesterday's Z1 race. I heard there weren't any casualties, though, and they even managed to catch the organization responsible. We need to nip this thing in the bud before it happens again. Arkride Solutions, if you manage to come across any more information regarding this incident, please report it. I heard there was an explosion in Old Town today. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Inspector Aswani and the others spent their initial investigation trying to determine whether or not it was an accident. However, that's when the CID took over. Pretty suspicious, if you ask me. Pretty suspicious.
Oh, now's the perfect time.